Mohamed Esmat went from shaking hands with Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed to a jail cell in one day. The Sudanese opposition leader was part of a delegation that met Ahmed after he arrived in Khartoum on Friday to act as a mediator. He is one of several opposition members arrested during Saturday morning raids. Their arrests are expected to hamper efforts to reopen talks between the opposition and the military. Earlier this week, more than 100 protesters were killed in a crackdown by the military junta. The opposition has issued a list of demands, including restoring freedom of the press and access to the internet, before they'll return to negotiations.
First, the military council needs to recognize that a crime was committed. Secondly, there needs to be an international investigation into the dispersal of the sit-in. Thirdly, all political detainees and all political prisoners held by the previous regime need to be released.
Protesters have called for the immediate withdrawal of the paramilitary group, the Rapid Support Forces. They're accused of raping and murdering protesters, including children. But some doubt that's possible.
I do have hope, but I'm also worried because it's not easy dealing with the militia groups.
Sudan has been suspended from the African Union. The UN wants to send a team into the country as soon as possible to investigate and monitor events.
We want accountability for every single blood. And also, we want a new military council to have one mission to hand over a civilian state to the DFC forces.
A general strike is planned for Sunday, despite the internet blackout and restrictions on journalists. Protesters are pushing out videos on social media to ensure the world gets a clear view of what's happening in Sudan. Natasha Ghanem, Al Jazeera.